Questions about the origins of synchronicity arise when we compare the spiritual significance of the evolutionary process of the universe as opposed to the eternally present self, which is not constricted by time, space, name, and form. People are often in a bind over these two apparently opposing realities. None of this confusion is new, as differing opinions have always arisen on the subject among the Hindus, Taoists, and Zen Buddhists. In the Hindu philosophy of Vedanta, they would argue that synchronicity is born of the eternal self, undifferentiated consciousness, Atman, and that it is only a phenomenon of change, which has no relation to the eternal self. The Zen master, for his part, would state that synchronicity appears as a phenomenon when we remain in the stillness of the void and could be thought of as a temporary illusion. The Taoists would assume that synchronicity is the result of some connection between the inner and outer worlds, but they could never give a definite reason about why it exists. Though all three insights may appear opposed, they are all in essence valid explanations and hint toward a single origin. Patanjali's yoga of practice, complemented by stillness, gives us an indication of synchronicity's origins. Patanjali understood that the doing of practice is in alignment with the evolutionary unfolding, while the non-doing of stillness brings one in resonance with the eternal self, which is the source of Tao within us. This is the Vedic wisdom that teaches Atman is Brahman. The aspects of doing and non-doing harmonize with each other and bring forth unity between the changing and the changeless, or in other words, between motion and stillness. This unified harmony, manifested on an individual level, is the origin of synchronicity. Laotzu refers to a way, Tao, that is found by few. The most common understanding of the way is the course of things. If we follow it in life, it will guide us as if we were floating down a stream to the greater ocean. When a stream flows down a mountain, it finds its own path. Similarly, living in harmony with nature is finding your own way. This is the way of the Tao. Even when we block the stream or resist it, it will find its own way, and we will suffer from swimming against the current. Consider a falling leaf that is flowing on a stream. If you, like the leaf, allow the stream to carry you in this fashion, its power becomes yours. You become one with nature, without clinging, without attachment, and leaving the past behind to live completely in the present moment. The way in this context is a simple understanding of how one follows the evolutionary energies, or cosmic unfolding, of the universe. But it still does not indicate why it is imperative to follow the way, nor does it address the reality of our eternal self, which is identical to the Tao, Brahman. Every tradition speaks of our eternal and real self in different ways, but how does that relate to the common perspective of the way? The sages of practically all spiritual traditions would suggest that when we follow the way, it eventually humbles us and softens our hearts, which gives us greater knowledge of the eternal self. Conversely, when one sincerely chooses to remain present as the eternal self in stillness or self-inquiry, as many Buddhist and Hindu teachers would suggest, one becomes aware of the way.